Hey, what is going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at the FigureRise Standard 1/12 scale Ultraman B-type. Really cool kit here, I've got to say. If you guys haven't watched the unboxing, then definitely check that out because there was a lot of really cool stuff to enjoy just about the box art and the artwork used for the instruction manual as well. It's all really nice. There's also a poster included, a very big poster, so that was also nice to have in there as well. Showed all that stuff in the unboxing video. In the review video now, of course, we're just going to focus on the actual kit and accessories and everything like that. So I did also put this together over on Twitch, so if you missed that live stream, you can go over there and check that out. Otherwise, that'll be uploaded onto YouTube later on. And as always, before we get into it, just got to give a huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for making the review possible. Do check the link to USA Gundam Store in the description down below. There's the coupon code there that you can use as well for saving 10% off everything on their store as well. So check that out. And let's talk about some of the articulation here first of this guy. But I guess actually what I should have said is articulation and stickers. I do want to point out where the stickers are on this guy first as well. And because there's quite a few of them, it's pretty sticker heavy for it. But also just one thing about the plastic itself, the silver plastic and the high gloss red look really nice for this just straight out of the box. It's a really nice looking kit even before you do anything else to it, so I gotta give it a lot of points for that. But let's talk about the stickers. Here on the head, you've got that red stripe sticker that wraps around the side of the head. That's a sticker. That red stripe on the top of the head, that's a sticker. Here on the arm, that silver on like the armpit there, that's a sticker. On the inside of the arm here, that red bit, that's a sticker. Red bit there at the forearm, and on that part of the arm, the sticker there. On the side of his body, that dark gray is actually made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stickers here on this side, and on the other side makes for a total of 12 stickers that make up that dark gray there. And then down here near his feet, these little red bits are also stickers there, 8 of those around on the side of his ankles. And then the other thing that I want to point out is seam lines, because on the main body and on the head, not really too bad in terms of the seams, but on the arms, you can see seam line down the center of the forearm, down the center of the bicep. I'm going to swap that anyway. Bicep and forearm, seam lines there. On the thigh, you have a seam line down the side of the thigh there. And then on the lower leg, you got a seam line down the front. And on the back, there's a little bit there. It's kind of covered by this red part there in the center, but you have some seam line down the back of the leg as well. So on the arms and legs, the seams are pretty bad. But again, I feel like the overall look of the kit is still pretty nice, and like those seams don't really take away too much from the overall nice look of the kit. But let's talk about the articulation here. So first off, the head will go up to there. There's a double joint in that, so you get a pretty good upward movement there in the head down to there, so you can see like the head is just on a ball joint, and then the whole neck section there itself will also move a little bit forward and back, not too much. Now in here in the stomach section, there's really not a whole lot of ab crunch, basically just down there at the bottom. You can move it forward and back a little bit like that, side to side, kind of not really at all. And then turning, you can turn it just a very slight bit there, not really a whole much, just because of the design of this here. There wasn't really any kind of good way, I feel like, for them to make it so it could actually turn any more than that. These bits here on the shoulder, of course, will move up and down. You can bring the arm out to about 90 degrees. That's about it there. But this whole section here will move a little bit forward and back. So you can bring the arm, turning that, and you can get the arm all the way across his chest all the way to there, which is pretty good. But yeah, just kind of like with your standard high grade there, you can just rotate the arm at the top. And then you have a single joint there in the elbow. It will give you more than 90 degrees, but not a full bend. The wrist is just on a ball joint. At the hip, that can actually hinge kind of up and down like that. Ultimately, if you just kind of work with it a little bit, you can get the leg out to about there, not super wide. Then you can bring it up forward to about there. A nice double joint here in the knee with a separation of that knee armor. That is pretty good. And then down here at the ankles, this little bit here on the front will move up and down just a little bit there, and then the ankles themselves will move side to side also just a little bit, not really a whole lot, but it will at least allow you to get a little bit of a wide stance there. Forward, you can bring the foot all the way to about there, and then back about to there, which is definitely not too bad. It's not bad at all. Up underneath the feet, you have some detail there as well. And so that is it for that. And so let's talk about some accessories. So the first thing is that it does actually have an included stand here, which is just this nice clear plastic. We have the arm piece for that, and so this can be adjusted at a few different points there. And you also have a handful of these extra kind of adapter parts here as well, which you can kind of use for if you had something else that you wanted to kind of like plug off to the side. So you can do some stuff like that. This is kind of good if you have like some of those like effect parts, like lightning or like rock or smoke effect parts, like explosion effect parts that Bandai makes. You can kind of put those around here on the kit, on the stand using these extra bits. We do also have some marking stickers, which I didn't bother using any of these. These are all very small and I feel like probably aren't going to add a whole lot to the overall look of the kit one way or the other, but you can put those on there if you want. For hand options, we have these nice closed fists here. We have these cool open hands, which can be used just as open expressive hands, but they also have a port there in the inside, and that is for these cool like energy disc effect parts. So you'll just be able to plug this onto the hand here. So it looks like he's doing something cool with that, so that's pretty cool. Then other hand option part here is a trigger finger for the rifle. This thing is pretty cool. It looks like, I don't know, because I've never seen, it's like a manga, right? I don't know about the source material at all, but I'm guessing this handle kind of folds into there and it makes just like a big rectangle, which is pretty awesome. But this makes for a pretty cool, pretty unique looking gun. It does have a little peg there in the handle, so it should fit nice and securely onto the hand. The wrist joint on this is set to a little bit of an angle, so it can it'll be like held off to the side a little bit. I don't really think that was really necessary, just because the back of the gun is not that huge that if it was just straight, it wouldn't like be that much in the way. But as it is at an angle like that, you can get it tucked up underneath the arm there and get some cool poses with that. So it's definitely a really cool accessory as well. And I just love the design of that gun. It's really cool, very unique. And then we have some options for this bit on the back of his forearm here. So this is just the standard one. You can pop that off. Then we've got this one that has this cool clear blue effect part for that. So kind of like a beam edge kind of thing on the back of his arm. That's pretty awesome, very cool. And you have one of those for the left and the right, so you can have both sides. Then we also have this really cool effect part here. Now with this one, you kind of have two different options for that. Basically one is just kind of a little bit more collapsed, and this one's kind of more spread out. So I don't know if this is like kind of like a full power kind of thing or something. I don't know really what the difference is between those, but you can use either or with this effect part. That will just go onto the arm like that, and again, really cool, different, very unique accessory. But finally, the last and probably the most important accessory here is this little tool here, which is doubles one thing as a part separator there, but the main thing is that this is like the push button key thing that you need for turning on the LED units. So this does come with an LED unit included here, which is very nice. You just pull off the back panel there, and the button is down there. You just use this to push the button. I'm going to wait and show you this here. I want to turn off the lights first, just to make it a little bit darker, but the LED is actually really quite bright on this either way. But once we turn this on, you can see the head and the chest will light up there, so the chest lights up blue. Now in this first mode, this will stay blue for 3 minutes and then automatically turn off. If you press it one more time, then the chest will turn off and then fade to red. And then this will stay red for 3 minutes and turn off automatically. Very, very cool. Then if you press it a third time, it will change back to blue like that. And it's cool that it's not just like on off, but it actually has like a fade up, fade down effect to the light. And now it will just stay blue indefinitely until you turn it off. So it won't be on an automatic timer. And then press it one more time. Once again, it goes to red. And again, it will just stay on red until you turn it off. And then press it one more time and it will turn off entirely. So it's cool. When you press it, the lights, the face goes out, the eyes go out, and then the red kind of slowly fades out. So there you go. Really cool. The LED effect on this is really nice. And the fact that that's included and you don't have to pay to buy that separately is awesome. And in case you guys were wondering about the size of this, here it is compared with a 1/144 scale Gundam. So as you can see, it's definitely taller. It'd be probably about the same height as a smaller master grade, so like the F91 Gundam or the Crossbone or something in master grade form would probably be comparable in height to that. Alright, so that is just about going to do it here for the Ultraman B type. Now I will also be getting the version 7.5 a little bit later and reviewing that kit for you guys. I'm also quite looking forward to that one as well. I feel like it's probably going to be very similar in a lot of ways to this. Really nice gimmicks and effect parts and everything for that, but still probably have the same stickers and seam lines problems that this kit has. But still, overall, I gotta say, this kit is still really cool, really nice. The fact that it comes with a stand, it comes with an LED unit, and just all the effect parts and everything. If you even don't want to bother painting this kit, you have really everything that you need in the package to just have a really cool, fun model kit here with all of that stuff built in. Just like I said, the stand and the LED unit adds so much more to this kit, and then just the overall look of it, the high gloss red, the silver, painted on there. It looks really nice. And oh, I should mention too, because I'm sure some people will ask, is was it undergated? I didn't really pay too much attention to that in the unboxing video, unfortunately. But yeah, most everything was undergated. There are a couple of visible nubs on a couple of like the silver parts here and there, but you kind of have to be looking for them. As like at a glance, you wouldn't really ever notice any of them. So all the undergating was done pretty well on this kit. So that is it for the review, guys. If you do have any other further questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. What do you think of the kits? Has this review been helpful? Changed your mind one way or the other about it? There are a couple of notable negative points to it, but overall, it's very, very positive. It is a little bit pricey, coming in at 4,500 yen for this, but if you're a fan of Ultraman or just looking for something different to build that kind of gives you everything you could possibly want in the full package here, then I would say definitely check it out. So again, thank you to USA Gundam Store for sponsoring the review. Thank you to you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey! Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to check the kit out for yourself, you can head over to USA Gundam Store. Use that coupon code ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10%. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.